Okay, so we're gonna test FGC2 with the Xim Matrix through the USB. Test the input lag of that against the Xim Matrix through remote play. So in order for the FGC2 to work with the Xim Matrix, you have to downgrade your firmware to 2023-0619. And yeah, it is a bummer because the latest versions of Matrix are so much better now than the old firmwares, and that's really unfortunate that this is the only way it can work. You also have to update your FGC2 to the latest version, which is let me see, 1031. I heard that 1027 also works, but why would I use that when the latest one works just fine? And to download the Xim firmware that is old, you just gotta go to the archive section in their forums and you'll see the firmware there. It's 2023-0619. Okay, I also differentiated the skins for the FGC2, all black, and then this one has a green glove with the Matrix remote play. I also have the boxes with the Wingman here, just to differentiate when I'm compiling all these videos easier. I know which ones are actually for the Wingman or something, vice versa. So let's go ahead and go on with this test. I'm gonna play the video. Excuse me. So we can't really tell the difference, so we're gonna start up and go to where the blue light starts. Alright, so that's where all the blue light starts. If I go back like maybe 5 frames, 1 2 3 4 5, don't see any blue lights. So if I go forward 1 2 3 4 5, that's where all the blue light starts. This one is sliver, you see it. So all the blue lights are online, so let's keep going forward. More forward. More forward. Okay, so it's kind of hard to tell, but if you go pay close attention to the upward of this gun, this is more upward. This one as well. This one's also going upward, but not as much as these two. So these two looks ahead. Let me keep going forward. Okay, on this frame, yeah, these two looks ahead than this one, but it's not very clear. So let me keep going forward. Okay, so on this frame you will know that these two are ahead because the gunpowder already stopped or disappeared. Started to disappear pretty much. These two after the shot. And this one still has a fire powder. Also this one. There's variations of input lag, and like I said, from every of my tests, these is not 100% accurate. These are rough tests, okay? So keep going forward. Okay, you can tell a shell has come out here. There's also a shell here. No shells from these. Keep going forward. It's actually 2 shells here now. There's only 1 shell here still. There's a shell right here. Still no shells from these 3. Go, keep going forward. Okay, Okay, there's a hit marker here, but the hit marker, there's a hit marker here as well, and we know this frame is behind than the rest. So why would there be a hit marker here? I don't know that. I think there's, it's just Call of Duty. I think like the bullet velocity at times, or sometimes it's just inaccurate. Um, it doesn't make sense why there will be a hit marker here when it's behind. This frame is behind. It shouldn't have a hit marker. So there's something going on with the bullet velocity here. So I wouldn't even pay attention to the hit marker here. I don't think it's accurate how Call of Duty does it. Let's go next frame. Next frame. The shells are different on each. See that? This one's going right side. This one's going upward. This has nothing to do with the test, but I think it's interesting how they have variations of where the shell goes. Like this one's going right, this one's going upward, this one looks like it's right as well. Anyway, yeah, the hit marker is like weird. Like I haven't even been paying attention to hit marker, honestly. Okay, let me go back to where it was clear. Who was ahead? Go one frame. Go back. Alright, so let's forward again. Forward. No clear winner here. Forward. Here looks like this gun shot. No shot. So if we're basing it off that, this one's behind and this one's behind. But who's ahead, right? So let's keep going forward. You can see the gun here it's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of bright. But I can see the nose of the gun is right here. This one has a nose as well, I can see, but it's not, Let me go to the next frame. Yeah, this one's hard to tell. Because of the gunpowder is so bright in this shot. Go next frame. So I think this is the frame that will clearly tell us these two are ahead. Okay? Because of the gunpowder is already started to disappear compared to the other ones. So I'm gonna go off with this. I usually go off where the gun goes upward, but it's hard to tell with the gunpowder being bright, so I think this is the frame I'm gonna go by. The Matrix remote play, at least in my tests here, is ahead than the FGC2 through USB. I am using a PS5 Pro, and according to the specs of PS5 Pro, it's all USB 3.1, so it doesn't really matter what USB you're gonna use. They're all USB 3.1. I'm using the one in the back, but not that it matters. So I heard some people are saying that the FGC2 has a high input lag. I think it does have a higher input lag than Matrix remote play, but I don't think it's that much. Like from my tests, it's actually not bad. Like it actually competes with Matrix remote play. It's not as good as the P5 Mate's input lag. When I tested P5 Mate, they had the USB 3.1 when I did the P5 mode on USB 3.1, it was performing better than the Matrix remote play. But the problem with the P5 mode is only 500 hertz. Happy to say that the FGC2 has a 1000 hertz support, and through USB. As I tested it, the aim is accurate and smooth, and I like how it feels. Comparing to P5 Mate, when I tried 1000 hertz, it was erratic. It wasn't smooth. I can't aim like correctly with it because I know it wasn't running at 1000 hertz after further research. So, I think in conclusion, FGC2 is a great brand, but if us Xim Matrix users, unfortunately, we're not gonna wanna downgrade to the, to 2023-0619 because it's the old firmware. That's the downside of this device. So honestly, if you have Matrix remote play, I would just stick with that. I don't recommend buying the FGC2, at least not right now. I don't know if a future firmware will get this working with the latest version of the Xim Matrix. That's what I'm hoping for. And hopefully that will happen. The maker of Brook says he can't update his firmware, that's why he's using this firmware, and this is probably the only reason why, this is probably the reason why this is the only firmware that works. Maybe the even older Matrix version will work too, but I think there's more to it than that. There's the reason why that's probably the only firmware that is working is probably because it doesn't work with the latest versions, And there's probably more to it than that. I heard it has something to do with the pass-through with the Xim Matrix. Excuse me. But P5 Mate has no issues with these, So I think this is on FGC2 side's issue. I don't know if they're gonna be willing to fix that issue, because from their website it seems like they're not really concerned about this. It's not working with the Xim Matrix. I feel like they made this device exclusively for a lot of controllers to work with it, not for the Xim Matrix. Because the BE Loader team, I believe they made their product based on, having the Xim to work with it. But this product is not like that. Like, they're not concerned about it not working with the Xim Matrix. So there's no guarantee that this product will work with the latest version of the Xim Matrix in the future. So my conclusion is, do not buy the FGC2 if you're using it with the Xim Matrix. It's not worth it until maybe in the future it will get solved. I'm gonna just finish this video. And yeah, that concludes the test. Thank you for watching.